So Vrksasana, the tree pose, is the next pose in this series. So you would practice your Tadasana with the block in between the thigh, and then this would follow. So take a few moments to re-establish the work in the feet. We'll work with the feet hip width apart, and once again lifting the toes, bringing the weight back a little more into the heels, and allow the toes to spread. Especially keep your awareness on the weight going into the mound of the big toe. So the other toe spread away, and then gently release the toes down. Now really stretch the heel back. Lift the heel one at a time. Stretch the heel back. So the foot's not just broadening, but lengthening as well. Now we're going to the right side first. We're going to distribute weight onto that left leg, watching you not just sinking into the hip here. Remember that work of the block, the compact work of the outer thighs, outer buttock. That's really important in Vrksasana because we're going to be balancing on one leg. So that leg is tall, outer thigh, outer buttock in. Firm up the heel. Maintaining that as you lift your right leg. Bringing the heel right up to the inner groin. And the first few times you might want to hold the foot just for security here. Press the outer left thigh into the foot as you gently press a little more through the mound of the right foot into the inner thigh. Just watching. It's quite easy to sink the hip. Keep that outer hip in as you stay firm on your inner heel. Press the inner heel, press the big toe mound, but creating that lift through the inner left leg, arch of the foot, inner knee, lifting that inner thigh so that now the foot, rather than the block, lifts up to create the pelvic floor lift, once again the uterus lift. If it comes for you, you can start by extending your arms out, open the palms up to the ceiling. Keep working that outer left thigh. Both outer buttock, outer hips are in, not just the standing leg. Raise the arms up. Press the left foot down. Lift through the side ribs, the center sternum bone, and up through the crown of the head. A few breaths here. Shoulders relaxed. Exhale. Bringing the arms to the side, releasing the leg. Take a few moments with both feet on the ground. Re-establish your distribution of weight through both feet. Feet will keep them hip width apart. And before we go to the other side, just a little note on, I've been emphasizing the compactness, outer leg, outer hips. The hips can really widen during pregnancy and through labour so you can give birth to your baby. And we want to really think about bringing that in, but at the same time though, hips are compact, pelvis is compact. The hips are compact, but the pelvis is broad. So watching there's no gripping or tension here. This should be soft. Okay, so taking time to be mindful of that. You want to keep the softness here. There's still some healing going on after having your baby. So you want to allow the space through that pelvic cavity as you keep the compactness in the hips. You can set up the feet, lift the toes again. Spread the toes out. Lifting one heel at a time and gently stretching it back. Other heel, stretch it back. And then lifting the left leg now. Once again, it's quite easy just to sink into that hip. So as you press the inner heel, the big toe mound of that right foot, outer thigh, outer hip in, inner leg long and lifted. As you lift up now through the left leg. Heel right up into the inner groin. To create that clamp. Outer right buttock, outer right thigh in, gently pressing more through the mound of the left foot into the inner right leg. Both outer hips compact. Extending the arms out to the side. When you're ready, raise them up. Side ribs lifted, sternum bone lifted, lifting up through the fingers as you press down through that right inner foot. Relax the shoulders here. And exhaling to release. Go slowly. There's no hurry to do both sides. Take your time in between. Re-establish your grounding in Tadasana. You could even bring your block back in. It's always good to repeat. Remember that left pubic bone through the sides of the navel, through the center sternum bone, up through the crown of the head.